Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Crimson Vow draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and in this video, I will be going pick by pick and play by play through a Crimson Vow draft, talking through all of my decisions, so you know what to do in your own drafts. Before I dive in, I want to remind you that if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more draft content, comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Today, we're going to be playing some best of 3 traditional draft, maybe trying to experiment with some new cards or strategies if I can find any that look appealing. And right off the bat, we have a very powerful rare. Geralf's Visionary Stitcher may not look super insane, but the thing is just being able to blank all of your opponent's removal, or just turn all of your creatures into massive flyers is really nice. So especially if you have like a 1/4, you can turn it into a 4/4 flyer, really good stuff. So happy to pick a Geralf first. If I do wheel Chill of the Grave or Soul Cipher board, either one of those would be good. I've been looking to get more reps in with this card because it was good for me once when I played it. And then there's Reclusive Taxidermist. Green is not super popular these days. Blue-green itself is not very popular. But this pack has a lot of good blue cards, so if we do want to play blue, we're going to have to cut blue pretty hard because Lantern Bearer is probably the next best card in this pack. There's a lot of blue cards. But we'll have to see what presents itself. Maybe get the cool zombies deck going. Wow, so we start off with Geralf, and then we immediately have the option to take an Archghoul of Thraben, which is kind of a zombies payoff, kind of not, because it's not particularly great. I think the best card in this pack is Wolfkin Outcast, but it's kind of hard to use. There are Sporeback Wolves and things like that. Blue-green is not a particularly contested archetype. A lot of folks try to avoid it, but where there is avoidance, there is opportunity, as they say. There's not really a great blue follow-up. I'm not a huge fan of Chill of the Grave. Maybe it's fine to take, but if blue's not open, I don't want to jump in too heavily. They took a common out of this pack over Wolfkin Outcast. I think they took a red common, because there's always a common of each color, so they took a red card. That's good to know. This is my chance. I'll get to experiment with Vile Spawn Spider. There's also Wolf Strike. Maybe I'm supposed to gamble on the Vile Spawn Spider wheeling. That seems a bit ambitious. I mean, my deck is probably going to lack removal, so Wolf Strike would be good. But maybe I can do a cool self-mill deck and wheel this Mulch. Weaver of Blossoms is pretty good. Seeing a white removal spell is pretty nice. We might have to splash to get removal in this deck, but don't mind doing that necessarily. Fierce Retribution's pretty good. Not a huge fan of any of these cards. Maybe this card's fine. I don't know. I think this card can be fine as well. Maybe it's a sideboard option. Cobbled Lancer's good in blue-green, I think. There's also Sporeback Wolf, which plays well with our Wolfkin Outcast. There's a Scattered Thoughts. But it seems like probably its best home is blue-green. Even though it's not really a great combo with the Vile Spawn Spider necessarily. And Sporeback Wolf is good with the Wolfkin Outcast. I'll just take it anyway. Weaver is good with Wolfkin Outcast. Mulch. Mulch is probably, like, maybe not ideal in this format, but I do want to try building a Mulch deck again, because it's a fun deck to build for sure. Really helps you fill your graveyard quickly. Soul Cipher board plays well with the Mulch plan. Clone Cadet is one that I've wanted to try for a little bit, but not really particularly great, it doesn't feel like. The Soul Cipher board works great with Mulch. I think there was another Mulch that may come back around. Don't like Selhoff and Tumor. Cradle of Safety can protect my key threats. Don't think Chill of the Grave really fits here. I think I'll just take Cradle of the Grave either as a sideboard card or potentially main deck. A lot of blue-green cards still in this pack. That was a weird glitch. I ended up with... I tried to put the Cradle of Safety into my sideboard, and then I took another Cradle of Safety. I don't know how that happened. I hope that wasn't the pack that had the Mulch in it. Maybe it was. Ouch. Or maybe the Mulch was in a different pack. Ooh, Sheltering Boughs #2. Maybe I can do something with that. It does play well with Geralt. Interesting. Crawling Infestation seems really bad. But maybe there's something there. I'm going to take Weaver of Blossoms and wheel the Crawling Infestation. Nobody else should want that card. And Weaver's pretty good in my deck. Neat. Patchwork Crawler can gain the activated ability of Geralf. If I do Milled the Geralf. What else would I want here? Nothing much. Lantern Bear is pretty nice with the self-mill stuff. There's also Spore Crawler and Sporeback Wolf. Maybe I go for like an Aura's theme where I just put Sheltering Boughs on my stuff and then use Geralf and a couple Cradle of Safeties to protect things. Ooh, that's spicy. I'm just going to take the Spore Crawler, though. This card's great. In the right deck, of course. So I have some decent self-mill stuff. I've got some good auras to go with this Steel-clad Spirit. Kind of an interesting experiment here. I could splash white. Play like a Plains and put the Nature's Embrace in the deck. Play the Fierce Retribution. Thirst is better than Scattered Thoughts, and I don't need the Toxic Scorpion or the Syncopate. I'm not going to be a deck that plays at instant speed in the way that Syncopate wants. Scorpion would be a fine defensive body, but I think Thirst is probably better. Helps me avoid flooding out with all my Mulch lands. Helps me ditch some of my Graveyard Matters cards into the graveyard. I wonder if Millipede will come back. Probably not. Diver's Gob. I don't really have stuff to sacrifice to it. I will need interaction, though. This guy should be able to attack a decent amount with 2 Cradles and 2 Shelterings, and I'm probably going to wheel the other Sheltering. Having a 4/6 blocker is pretty nice. Slash attacker. Ancient Lumberknot. Could that be a good splash? Got a 1/4 there. Couple of sheltering boughs. Couple weavers to help with the splash. Don't think I need to splash. I'd rather splash for removal. Nice, the sheltering boughs came back. Perfect for my experimentation. Back 3, Bomb Rare in red. Pretty easy Evolving Wilds. That'll really help me splash. Can't take the Stensia. But this will help me. I can play this Fierce Retribution now with 1 planes, or maybe 2 planes. Or maybe just 1. Huge. Getting a Wolf Strike. Interaction. 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 I didn't get the Moldgraph Millipede to wield, second to last pick. Which is not shocking. Not really doing a lot of instant speed. I'm just going to take the Massive Might. No, I love getting blue-green land here. It's so nice, but I just need Flourishing Hunter. Top-end guy. This card is so weird. I don't know what the point of this card was. Just going to take another Evolving Wilds. I do want to try the Sheltering Boughs. That could be good off the splash. Especially because I could mill it. Selhoff can ditch my creatures, or I could just take a Massive Might. Mulch! Huzzah! A second mulch is great. Just what the doctor ordered. Patchwork Crawler's just bad. There's Sheltering Boughs for the experimentation. Tie those in if I need the extra protection. The cool thing about best of 3 is I can maybe experiment with some different builds, like partway through games. So there's like one build where I just kind of go all in on the Oros plan, and there's more of a graveyard-centric build as well. I don't know if I have enough wolves for the Wolfkin Outcast. There's this build where I kind of just go all in on the Auras plan and just like make a Steelclad Spirit terrifying. Soul Cipher board would not go in this version of the deck. Then there's also a graveyard version of the deck where I like play my Splash and my Soul Cipher and my Mulches. Mm-hmm. 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. I probably don't need quite that many. With 2 Mulches. Got Diver's Cob, maybe. I don't want to try building it like this. I really want to try out the Sheltering. See how that card performs, especially with 2 Cradles to protect it. And we have some of the Graveyard package. Yeah, I'm excited to try this build out. See you folks in the games. It is once again time to shout out the P to the A to the TREON, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, spicing up the credits section of this video. If you are enjoying my video, you want to find out more about supporting my content and helping our community continue to flourish, thrive, and grow, check out the description link to the Patreon page. It is a place where you can support my content directly, gain access to some cool rewards like my tier list for each set and other bonus content, and you can choose any amount you want. It really does have a lot of flexibility to it, and it can be canceled anytime if you decide you don't like my content anymore or whatever circumstances come up in life. It really is a great system for helping to support the creators you enjoy. Hopefully I can count myself among one of those, but regardless, I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We'll play first. We will keep this hand. We have all our colors. We've got some cool wolf stuff. No Sheltering Boughs just yet, though. Ah, they are an individual of culture. There we go. Kind of want to load up on a creature that can constantly attack. Than a one-use only attacker like the Steelclad Spirit. I'll trade Spirit for Desperate Farmer. They could have Bleed Dry. Oh. They do have Bleed Dry, but they might be missing a land. No, so they can only play one of the two. So next turn, I presume they're going to Bleed Dry my Weaver. Or my Flourishing Hunter. Okay. I kind of would rather have my Weaver. They're going to kill one of my creatures this turn with Bleed Dry. Yep. But I couldn't necessarily cast it. Okay, we're cruising. Oh, never seen this card before. In play, at least. This thing should be good. Sacrifice the Weaver to make a 6/6 flyer. This thing will flip. Not the biggest deal. My Soul Cipher board gets closer. Hold up Fierce Retribution, hold up the Soul Cipher board. There. Shuffle before using the Soul Cipher board. Ooh, both of those are pretty good. One to the graveyard, though. It's gonna have to be Mulch. Because I can make this into a 4/4 flyer. No! Oh no, because I have the Weaver that can tap for mana, that's good. Pretty good. I could have waited until their turn to do that. Giralf is a pretty cool rare. Pretty cool. Pretty good on a lonely night. Walk away like I don't care. My only friends are pirates. Now it's a pretty easy block. Not gonna leave my shields down. Take to the skies. Get an 8-8 if I want to for next turn. I think we're gonna win this game. Sheltering Boughs for the win. Pretty sweet with Giralf. I can only imagine how good it is in the toughness deck. Nice. So moving on to the sideboarding games. We didn't see any terrifying rares or anything. We also didn't see a lot of interaction. They have Flame Blast Bolt, just relatively standard stuff. Flame Blast Bolt does kind of dumpster Spore Crawler. Like, the sorts of things we could consider is if we only saw damage-based removal, Massive Might would get better. Things like that. If they had a bunch of, like, 1/4s, we would side out 3/1s or things like that. Artifact Hate if we really cared about Honeymoon Hearse. I will make sure I don't just run Sheltering Boughs into the removal spells that I've seen. Run it back. Sometimes it feels good to just let your head hang. Get that nice stretch. I think making sure I hit my 3-drop on time is more important than just playing a turn 1 Lantern Bearer into a potential shock. This plays around Flame Blast Bolt, which doesn't look like they have based on the arena passing so quickly. Just gonna run out Giralf. Pretty good if it works. Otherwise, I'll have to bleed dry it. If I hit an island, I can just make a 6/6 right now. Okay. They got their Catapult Fodder deck. So if they tap out, I'll sacrifice the Steelclad Spirit to make a 9/9 flyer. Because I don't have the mana to just hold up everything I want. They have bleed dry. This is my chance to shut it down a little bit. This thing has to attack. So that'll be good. It's only natural, but why did it have to be me? Hello, Jailbreaker. Can't believe that they're just like, wow, this person literally has a 612. Nice. This also has flying. Boom. Take that. I shall trade. Oh, it has trample. I done messed up. Should have just taken the damage. Yes. The plan worked. The plan worked. Flawless. That's exactly how we drew it up. Turns out when we draw Geralf, things go well. I wonder what'll happen when we don't draw Geralf. Still have some cool stuff going on in the deck. So we got both synergy packages in at once, combining the plans. Oh, gosh. We win the die roll again. Let's go. Easy keep. Turn to Vile Spawn. Let's go. I mean, this card's just inherently powerful, even if its color combination's a little bit tough to use sometimes. I'm going to play the Soul Cipher board and the Lantern Bearer next turn. And then I can mulch and maybe just come really close to flipping this thing already. This would be like a 4-mana card probably, so getting it for 2 mana can be pretty good. If they want to abrade, they can abrade. I think I have probably a better, maybe not a better late game, but I don't really want to trade damage right now. Like a deck that plays Voltaire and Epicure generally is leaning towards aggro. Yeah. Like if I knew specifically that they were black-red, I would maybe attack. Black-red can do well in the late game as well. No, my planes, that makes things a little bit harder. Well. Yikes. Those have been bad mills. I do only have 1 planes, but I do have 2 weavers, but then I milled a weaver. Casting this retribution is not going to happen. It's only natural, but why did it have to be? Yikes, and my wolf strike is gone. So if they do attack, I can kill this, at least. Never mind. And there goes my second Weaver. Yikes. So I cannot cast this. I can discard it eventually, maybe. To this Cipherbound Spirit. And this has reach, so I can block that spirit. This thing can't block the Epicure. Wait, no, wait. Oh, this thing. I was like, this destroys vampires, not this destroys non-vampires. What am I thinking? Obviously, it can block the Epicure. Oh, that would be really funny. Oh, okay. Distracting Geist. Nice. I messed up. If they had destroy an attacking creature, I would have felt really dumb after tapping out like that. Sheltering Vows has felt pretty good. Flourishing Hunter should gain me about 5 life. Be good. Two, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Gain 5 life. Again, I should have done that post-combat. Not sure what I was thinking there. I can take this to the skies next turn with a Lantern Bearer. Ugh, yikes. Had to be you when I've just had this song stuck in my head. It's insane. Always watching every reason why. Red White has not felt very good to me when I've played it. I think I've done well with it a couple times, but usually it just feels weak. Alright. I forgot that they had a flying blocker. That was silly. Okay, this game's over. Okay, so they have punishment for 1 toughness creatures in the form of Epicure and Ballista Watcher. So, if I had a 1 toughness creature, I would probably take it out. But I do not. They have a lot of cheap creatures, so counter spells aren't particularly good. Also, they have a werewolf, so counter spells go down in value. Did I see any combat tricks whatsoever? No. No combat tricks and no removal were seen. I could consider, like, shaving, if I really needed to, like a mulch for a massive might. But I don't really want to. I think mulch is a good card in the deck. It plays its role quite nicely. Never really sure. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Can you feel the mulch tonight? I'm going to mill for cards. And when I do, my graveyard synergy comes online for sure. Can you feel the mulch tonight? I draw Girolf each game. It feels real good to have a bomb rare that only costs me 3. I see a blood petaler celebrating stuff. The artist is Fajareka Setyawan. Their flavor text is not there, because there's no flavor text. But yeah, I'm going to play Steelclad Spirit, then I'm going to play my Girolf, and then I'm going to go Sheltering Boughs. I just haven't seen removal, so, like, a lot of the times it's easy to get caught up in the, oh, I need to protect my rare, but a lot of the times with these rares, it's best to just play them, hope they don't die. Like, white-red can't really kill it. And then I just go Sheltering Boughs, sacrifice Steelclad Spirit, make a 6/6. And if they do have a braid, I'll just sacrifice it in response. So I don't quite get the 6/6 of my dreams, but I might lose this game because of the way that worked out. Oh, can you feel the love? I didn't see a braid in game 1, so going for the aggressive line has some merit, even though they did hold up all their mana, so maybe it's not ideal. No, the celebrants. Turning this into a 2/2 flyer and letting me draw a card could be worth it. Did I really mill no creatures with that? That's kind of wild. Ah, Ballista Watcher. They can double block here. I'll kill their Ballista Watcher. I didn't think they would block, though. But I essentially give this Vigilance because I can sacrifice it to make it a 6/6. Pretty straightforward blocks here. They could have a combat trick, but I'll draw my card from Spore Crawler regardless. Like Sure Strike, they win that. They can't win both combats in a suitable fashion. Unless they have 2 combat tricks. In which case I was probably in trouble anyway. Oh, yikes. Oh, they do get to ping it. Imagine if I had my cradle there. Ah! Oh, this is really bad if they have Flame Blessed Bolt. Ooh. Punished for playing my Evolving Wilds, but I did thin my deck, I guess. Take a 5/5. Maybe that was just super bad to play the Evolving Wilds. Because I could draw Dorothea. Dorothea, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Is something vengeful, victim? News since the day we parted. Not being able to play this Dorothea is probably going to cost me. Because then I could have gone like sacrifice Dorothea, put the thing on here. Oh, that's bad. They should have attacked with this thing first. The Ballista Watcher flips, I'm in trouble. Sheltering Boughs will be a good draw. Big draw. Here I need a spell so this thing will flip back. Just a disaster. Gosh. I'm only playing 16 lands. I only have 2 lands left in my deck. I'm gonna lose because of this. If they didn't have this extra Heron of Hope, I might have a chance. But yeah, I'm just dead on board, I think. Or at least close to it. I'm saving this because that way I can double spell to flip this thing back. Just needed one more spell this game. Or to not have this thing get blown out. Statement of Braid. Adamant Will. Not useful. Maybe useful? Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Sure, I can block that all day, but I'm going to take 5. Yep. Oh, that's tough. So, they have a lot of blood tokens, which makes Syncopate a decent card, I think. think that Massive Might could be good as well. Mulch not super necessary in this matchup. But fast. But Massive Might's like a 1-mana counterspell in some situations. Oof. Now I forget if I brought in both of them or not. That was unlucky, though. I feel like if I just drawn more spells earlier in the game, I would have won. Because my last 5 cards were all spells, pretty much. Okay. They're sideboarding as well. This is a keeper. I hope they just play a creature. Let's go. Drawing all lands is not going to win me this game. Just saying. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how. But I finally lose control. Sure. Unfortunate that I didn't mill a creature yet, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. Getting to play another 3/3 would be great, obviously. Let's go. Milling a creature's huge. They're making Parish Blade Training look pretty good. They probably have Adamant Will, but they'll choose which one to save. And I'd rather the Cobbled Lancer die so I can put another card. No! So they'll put this thing onto the guest, attack, tap, tap. I can fierce retribution the guest, block the Geist. Oh. Stop after damage, yep. This is a really advanced trick. I'll give them a blood token if it means I get to keep one extra guy around. So what you can do is you can have these things trade, and then you can kill this thing, and it's still technically attacking. I'll see what I draw. Because I could have then killed this thing, and they wouldn't get to put the counters anywhere. No. Okay, that's fine. This will flip, which is good. How many creatures do I have in my graveyard? One. Yikes, file spawn. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. And whatever they try to tap, I'll give X-proof, essentially. Kill their flyer, don't take any damage. Okay. No! The impulse! Yes, they can't cast the Lacerate Flesh. Also, Massive Might, the sideboard tech could win it all! I've been angry and sad about things that you do. Imagine if I drew sheltering boughs. Sheltering bough, sheltering bough. So they have no cards in hand. I think I win. Oh no, because they cast 2 spells, this will flip back. Yeah. No, Giralf, why? Oh. This is so sad. Oh my gosh, I just needed a spell. Oh my gosh. If I drew any spell there, I think I win. Because I'm at a functional 3. Gosh, I didn't realize I had the extra mana. Jeez Louise. So unfortunate. Wow. Just so unlucky. They just literally... I can't believe they top decked that. I'm top decking lands. They're top decking bloody betrayals. Oh my gosh. That was a tragic defeat. Absolutely tragic. Oh my gosh. They had to have top decked this Reckless Impulse, and then they happened to hit Lacerate Flesh and the Epicure. Oh my gosh. That was so frustrating. Totally a game that I could have won if I had just drawn slightly better. Don't think I made any big misplays or anything. I just needed them to whiff for a turn, and they did not. That's a tough one, especially because game 2 also felt winnable if I didn't draw all my lands. Maybe I was supposed to let the Lacerate Flesh kill my Weaver, and then they attack me with their guy. No, because they tapped my dude, so I couldn't do anything about that. I had to protect. Frustrating. It just feels bad. I only have 16 lands in my deck. I do have a bunch of cantrips and stuff, but I also have like card draws and stuff. Just... frustrating. I can only do my best, but it still feels bad. Think about whether or not I want to block the Drogskull infantry. Sheltering Palace has been solid, I think. At least it's felt solid. No, Dorothea. Probably just gonna exile my Dorothea this turn. Or they have a counter spell. Classic combo. If Drogskill dies, they can make this thing into a threat. Maybe Mulch is just bad in my deck. Oh gosh, just yikes. Problem is they can start buffing that guy up. Because they're just gonna hit me. They're just gonna have a 3-point life swing in the air every turn. Currently they're hitting me for 4 a turn. Sometimes 5. I'm probably on a 3-turn clock, but I think I can kill them before that if nothing changes. Which, of course, is unlikely. Stuff's gonna change. Keep losing to Cruel Witness. The card's been pretty solid against me. Gonna have to go for the aggressive line of hoping they block. They could easily have anything. Ah, gosh. Gosh, I should have picked up Crushing Canopy. That would have been a really good sideboard card. Give myself some reach, some flying. Because this doesn't match up well with the 3/3. With 2 Mulchers, maybe I'm supposed to play 15 lands? I don't know. 15 lands is so low. But I feel like I flooded every single game. Small sample size, though. This is an unkeepable hand, I think. I just need a forest and an island. I think what I put on the bottom. I feel like I remember being relatively obvious though. Okay. Burn the whole house around. Just a waste of whiskey. Try to drink you off of my mind. Wow, them letting it become nighttime is really good for me. And Sheltering Vows will let this guy attack. Cause I'm by the whole house around. It's just a waste of whiskey. Put the pedal to the metal. Yeah, maybe that was bad because they just have Kindly Ancestor now. Should just hit me back for 3, but I did him for 6. Should not have attacked with Steel Cloud Spear, maybe. Yep. This is my first time drawing Wolf Strike. I will make it nighttime. Eternal night. And I'll put the sheltering boughs onto this once it flips. Maybe Cobbled Lancer is just bad. I don't know. Dang it. Ah! Oh my gosh, this game is going to be impossible. Uh-huh. Looks like we're getting somewhere, maybe. Soul Cipher flips, I think. No, it's only non-token. Oh no, it's not put in my graveyard, it gets exiled. Right. You can't even see the Cigarda's Imprisonment on this. It's kind of insane. Surprised they're attacking. With this flyer, especially because you could threaten a triple block. Got there. Boom. Okay, let's do that again. I'm gonna put in like my combat tricks maybe. They have adamant wills. I haven't seen any real removal spells that are at instant speed. Exile could be good as well. Cradle's only good against the like 3 mana enchantment removal thing. But in this, that'll be good against the enchantment removal spell. Let's do it. Final game. Making some tweaks to the deck. A little bit of tweaking. The tweaks. Ooh, solidish hand. Decent. No, the Minister! I can never kill Minister, so it's really a good card against my deck. Just doing a lot of work. Maybe they'll miss their second land drop. No, 2 Ministers. Oh my gosh, I'm in so much trouble. It's at the way to beat 2 Ministers is just kill everything, and that is not really possible in this situation. Oh gosh, I'm in so much trouble. I mean, I've also drawn literally a land every draw step. And then, of course, I whiff on my... That's just sick. Sickening. Oh my gosh. Literally draws land every turn, casts mulch, hits no lands. Could have just drawn one of these spells, maybe. Just sickening, as they say. Absolutely sickening. Classic punish. Yeah, I can't win this game. Traveling Minister dumpsters my whole deck, and they also, like, have Brine Comber, so they have endless 1/1s pretty much. And another flyer. I could beat ground creatures. Why did I play it that way? That was bad. I should have kept the island so I could... The 5/7 defender. In the air. Don't see how I ever get past these traveling ministers, though. I guess if I draw Geralf, that'd be pretty good. Especially with the Dorothea token. That's a combo. That's what I'll play towards. Oh my gosh, why? Why? Oh my gosh. Humanity. Haha. I think my only chance here is to trade with Cruel Wind. No, they don't let me. Interesting. Figures. Now that's just silly. Ugh. really, but kind of. No! The Beguiler shall tap me, and I will be in trouble. I did my best. Played my heart out, as they say. But in the end, not good enough. I feel like it was a matchup thing. The way the draws lined up, especially that second match, could have totally won that with the proper draws. I had just about stabilized this game until they cast by invitation only. A tad too little too late, as they say. If I'd gotten this guy down a little earlier, I could have maybe done something. We're about the whole house around. It's just a waste of whiskey. Dang it. I tried my hardest, fought real well, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. This deck could easily have gone 2-1. I could have won this match. I could have won the other match. Just the way things lined up was not favorable. Really unfortunate. Feels bad to win the first match and then just lose 2 close ones. How it goes sometimes. I did lose a game due to my flourishing bows getting blown out. In part. That game I also flooded terribly, but... or sheltering bows, whatever. Yeah, interesting deck. I felt like I flooded a lot, so maybe there was just too many cantripping things. Soul Cipher board was pretty good. Cradles did nothing. Bow was okay. Giralf was fantastic. Really good card. Maybe should have played just Diver Scab just to have some interaction, but didn't really feel like I ever had anything to sacrifice. Guess I have 2 Lantern Bearers. This card probably should have been in the deck. I just wanted to play all the Sheltering Bows, so I played some subpar cards to experiment with that. Interesting stuff, though. It's good to try out the cards. If you didn't make it all the way to the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag... what's a good hashtag to represent this one? Hashtag Visionary Bows, because this guy was the key, and he's really good combo with the Sheltering Bows. To let me make it all the way to the end of the video. Remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more draft content, comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Check out the Patreon to support my content. If you would like NicolaiBolas merchandise, it's linked in the description below as well. My articles, the NicolaiBolas Discord server, all sorts of cool stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.